What's up, guys? Welcome to this video, which is gonna be tiering all of the knives in Csgo. Not like I have any, but I still do have a personal preference. Alright, let's get into the video. Fade out. Alright, the first knife that we have is the Nomad knife, I believe. Well, it's a pretty basic knife, I would say. So, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. There really isn't anything special. There's really not a lot going for it, because in terms of actual knife, it's just really just a classic knife that you would really just have. Alright, so next up we got next up we have the Bowie knife, which is again another classic looking like knife. Well, I feel like it looks pretty okay, so we'll drop that into C tier. Alright, next up we have the classic knife. Now, the classic knife, it's pretty cool because it has that little desert pattern, and because it's the first knife used in the first CSGOs, before Counter-Strike, So, this thing, we'll get it a B, because it's not that special. Alright, so, the gut knife, who cares about gut knife? Gut knife, compared to all other knives, this thing is going in F tier. I don't like the gut knife. It's ugly. Next up, we have the flip knife. Now, this one, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but, it's, again, another basic knife that we're plopping into C tier. Up next, up next, we have the Huntsman knife. It looks pretty okay. I would say it's fairly good. It looks nice. It looks beefy. We're gonna it's a thing between high C and low B. It actually looks much better than the other knives because those are just blade. But this thing has some detail on it. I'm gonna just plop it in top of C tier. Alright, next up we have the bayonet. The bayonet, it's a classic. Everybody loves the bayonet. And everybody loves how it looks with all the patterns, all the different things. So we're plopping this bayonet in A tier. Might as well put the other bayonet in A tier because they're both basically the same knife. And if you disagree, shut up. Next up we have the Navaja knife. The Navaja knife, it sucks. It's a pretty terrible knife. I wouldn't say it looks worse than the gut knife, because the gut knife is way too, big. Navaja knife, I'll plop that in D tier. Next up, a fan favorite, the butterfly knife. People love the butterfly knife, including me. It's very expensive, and it's very cool. Let's go. We love spending money on virtual skins. Virtual knives for $10,000. I'm all ears. Now, we have the paracord knife. Paracord knife, it's pretty cool. It got texture on it. I'm gonna plop it in bottom B tier, because that's where it belongs. It's a very B tier knife. Alright, then we got the shadow daggers. The shadow daggers. Now, many people have mixed opinions on this knife, because it's actually two knives, but whatever. People had a bunch of problems with how it shakes your screen, but they fixed that, apparently, in CS2, which is nice. So, and they look pretty cool. It's the only knife with two knives, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's fairly good. I wouldn't say it's, some people would say it's good, some people say it's terrible. I'm plopping it on top of B tier, in the middle of B tier. Next up, we have the Falcon knife. Alright. This thing, it looks fairly good. I like it. A lot of people like it. It's just like a good, cheap knife. It looks fairly good, and the special animations, that's what gets to you. So I'm gonna say mid. I'm gonna say high C tier. All right. Next up, we have one of the best knives almost ever. It's gonna be going straight into S. It's the Karambit. Everybody loves the Karambit. I don't even have to say anything about why I'm putting this in S tier. Alright. Then we have the skeleton knife. Now, this thing looks pretty cool. It also got the special animations. Because it's one of the new knives. New knives, basically all of them have special animations. And this thing deserves to go into A tier. It's an A tier knife. Don't argue with me. Now, we have a stiletto. The stiletto knife is a personal fan favorite of mine because I love the stiletto. What the hell? My mouth just cut out. I could not English, but we're moving on. I'm not cutting that out. And we have the stiletto. The stiletto, it's my personal fan favorite. I love the stiletto because it's the first knife that I ever really had, and it's just an overall good design. It looks cool. I'm gonna say, for me, it's an S, but since we're going with overall popularity, I'm putting it at the top of A tier. Next up, we have the survival knife. Now this thing, I don't personally like it. It's got these weird grooves and stuff. So I'm going to put this, well, it's above most of these knives. So I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle. It's not my favorite. The Talon knife, on the other hand, it's a fairly great knife. It's basically a Karambit, but just looks worse and it's cheaper. It's basically a poor man's Karambit, or a middle-class Karambit. So, this personally is going to go into A tier. So it's an A tier knife. Alright, this, it's pretty okay. It's got those different things, like the little grooves in its handle. This is the Ursus knife. It deserves C tier. Like, most of these knives are C tier. They just look all the same. They're not really any different, from most of the other knives. So I'm going to plop this one somewhere right here. Alright, this is my tier list. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you click those funny little numbers down at the bottom of the screen right there. They're super funny, so you should really click them. And I hope you go down and enter your super cool Roblox username. Right. The first name is gonna be the numbers of your mom's credit card. Your middle name is gonna be the expiration date, and your last name. Guess what it is? It's the 3 little digits on the back. For legal reasons, this is a joke. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is a video that you do if you're out of effort, you don't care, like, you're just out of effort, really. But it's alright, it's free content, man. Nobody cares. People still watch this stuff. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye.